Hearty welcome to all the viewers. Welcome to this platform of e-learning. Here in this video, you will learn in detail about a poem which is titled The Ball Poem, written by John Berryman. Well, here are few details on John Berryman. John Berryman was an American poet and scholar. He is best known for the Dream Songs, which is written in the year 1969. It was a sequence of 385 poems. He won Pulitzer Prize for the Dream Songs and also he won National Book Award. The poet John Berryman, through his poem, which is titled The Ball Poem, has described the reality of life which everyone has to face one day. He has touched the topic of how to stand up against the miseries and sorrows of life. In this poem, which is titled The Ball Poem, the poet John Berryman is talking about a little boy who has lost his ball. He was playing with his ball. The ball skipped from his hand and went into the nearby water body. The poet says that this sight of the boy losing his favorite ball made him think about the boy and his reaction to this situation. He further says that the boy was helplessly looking into the water where his ball had gone. He was sad and was trembling with fear. He got so immersed in his sorrow that he kept standing near the harbor for a very long time and kept on looking for his ball. The poet says that he could console him that he may get new balls, or he could also give him some money to buy another ball. But he stops himself from doing so because he thinks that the money may bring a new ball but will not bring the memories and feelings attached to the lost ball. He further says that the time has come for the boy to learn his responsibilities. Here, the poet wants to say that now the boy will learn the toughest lesson of life, the lesson of accepting the harsh realities of life, that one day we will lose our loved ones and our loved things. Well, now let's focus on the detailed explanation on the poem. The first four lines of the poem as follows. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over. There it is in the water. Here, merrily means cheerful, bouncing means jumping up and down. The explanation as follows. The poet is talking about a boy who has lost his ball. He wants to know about him and his reaction because he has lost his ball. Further, he asks to himself that what this boy will do after losing his ball. The poet has seen the ball going away from the boy. He says that the ball was cheerfully jumping up and down in the street. This means that when the ball skipped from boy's hand, it went into the street and later on it fell into a nearby river. Well, now let's focus on the literary devices used in the first four lines of the poem. Number 1, anaphora. Anaphora means the use of repeated words in two or more lines. We can see the usage of anaphora in what is the boy, what, and merrily bouncing, merrily over. We can see the repetition of what and merrily. So here the usage of anaphora is evident. Second one, assonance. Assonance means the repeated use of vowel sound. We can see the repeated use of vowel sound O in boy, now, who, lost. The third literary device is imagery. When poet says merrily bouncing down the street, we can see the figurative usage of imagery as literary device. Fourth literary device is repetition. Here, the word what is being repeated. The next 7 lines of the poem as follows. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility. Here, grief means sorrow. Rigid means fixed. Trembling means shaking. Harbor means dock or port. Intrude means invader. Dime means 10 cents in US currency. Worthless means valueless or useless. The explanation as follows. The poet says that there is no benefit of consoling the boy by saying that he will get another ball because he has other balls too. He says so because the boy is feeling very sad. He is completely surrounded by sorrow. He is sad because all the memories of the childhood days went down the harbor with the ball. Here, the poet says that the boy is very sad as the ball, which has now gone into the water, reminds him of those sweet memories of the times when he owned it. This loss is unbearable for him and he is grief stricken. The poet says that he cannot even tell the boy to take some money from him in order to buy another ball. He says so because the new ball will not bring the sense of belonging to the boy. Further, the poet says that the time has come for the boy to learn the responsibility of taking care of his things. Well, now let's focus on the literary devices. First one, repetition. We can see the use of word ball being repeated. The second one is ascendanton, which means the omission or absence of conjunction in the parts of sentence. We can see the use of ascendanton in the line of the poem, a dime, another ball is worthless. The last 7 lines of the poem as follows. In a world of possessions, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning, well, behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know and most know many days, how to stand up. Here, possessions mean ownership, external means things with which feelings are not attached. Desperate means hopeless. Epistemology is a Greek word which means knowledge. Well, let's focus on the literary devices. Number 1, alliteration. Alliteration means the use of consonant sound at the start of 2 consecutive words. Here we can see the use of alliteration in buys a ball back. The use of B sound at the start of closely connected words. Second one, assonance. We can see the use of vowel sound E in the line of the poem, he is learning, well behind his desperate eyes. The third literary device is repetition. We can see the word ball is being repeated in the poem. And very importantly, there is no rhyme scheme followed in this poem. Well, let's focus on the theme of the poem. The Ball poem by John Berryman is about losing something that you love and learning to grow up. It is about a boy who for the first time in his young life is learning what it is like to experience grief at the loss of a much beloved possession, his ball. John Berryman uses the ball as a symbol, where losing the ball represents losing his childhood that he had cherished for long, then lost it unexpectedly. Hope this video helped you greatly to learn in detail about the Ball poem written by John Berryman. If so, like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.